screen what the shadow puppet would hurt. It actually does. And it's still tingling. Yeah, emotionally, right up here. I'm glad you chose me. Are you guys, are we handing it over to you, or are we doing a handoff?
Handing it off. Yeah, we're closing.
Dude, nothing makes me happier than to introduce Mr. Misha Collins and Mr. Jensen Ackles. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time, guys. It's been awesome. Great convention, great day. We'll see you. For the love of peace, leave them alone. No, God! Oh, dear God! Oh, so uncool! Sebastian, stop it! Listen, it's over! The convention's over! I'm no longer your bitch!
And that's how you kick people off stage.
It seems like Sebastian's libido is really dried up, doesn't it? Poor guy, he just doesn't seem to have any
He
sense
really
of
doesn't have that zest anymore, does he? Yeah, he's really boring these days, that Sebastian guy. Not a lot of life there. No.
Maybe he was castrated.
Maybe. Yeah. Talk about the antithesis of a Viagra ad. What? Hey, everybody. Seems to be a lot more of you. Is that no? Is this...
They're reproducing it.
Apparently.
With Sebastian.
It's Sebastian. I say.
This weekend.
Hello, Sebastian's children.
Sadly, Sebastian's children all age very quickly.
Yeah, they're Amazon. He was, Yeah. Sebastian's back there going, one day this will all be yours. Oh, gosh. Hey, everybody. I decided to come up here and bring somebody. Total stranger, not quite sure who he is.
Sort of a blind date kind of thing.
It is, and it's going to be a bit awkward, and I apologize for that. Much like working together can be extremely awkward.
I thought, I rather enjoyed working together.
It was great. It was great. I had a great time. I really did. It wasn't you, it was me. And, but hey.
It's funny, I just thought that for me it was really special, something special.
That's too bad. That's too bad. But maybe we can give it another shot, See if the creative juices get flowing. No? Okay. Let's start with some questions. Hi. Kidding. Good choice. Okay, yes.
I wanted to ask about some of the more production management sides of the show. We know that it takes you about 7 or 8 days to sort of...
You've asked like 30 questions already, haven't you?
Yeah.
Are you always at the front of the line?
Yes.
This is why you make it awkward. You don't even let people finish what they're talking about. Stop cutting them off, Misha.
Fair criticism. Okay, I'll take
I
it.
am friends with Christine, so I can get her to just come up and...
Oh yeah.
Ask the damn question.
How long it takes the people who have to set up all your sets and costumes, how long do they have to prepare before the episode starts?
The same amount of time it takes for us to film. So when one show starts to film, they immediately start on the next episode. So they get 8 days to prep, and we get 8 days to film. And then post-production gets a little longer than that because they're post-production and they're really the last draft of the episode. So yeah, it's It's about eight days, maybe 8 to 10 if they can get in, like if they can start working on the script a few days before, but generally it's the same amount of time.
Thank you, and I promise not to ask any more questions.
Well, you can't ask any more questions. It's over. But when they're building sets, like a lot of times, you'll see the interior of a house that is actually just a set that's built on the stages at the studio, and they built that stuff. I mean, it looks you're inside a house with doors that work, that faucets that have water that come out. The whole thing. They built that in 1 week. And they painted it, they aged it, they decorated it. It's amazing.
It's astonishing.
I spent 2 years working on my house, and now
And it still doesn't look as good as the set.
So it's amazing how much gets done.
We have a set deck. We call it set decorating, but basically one of our sound stages. We have 4 sound stages. One of them is strictly used for our furniture that we use in our sets, and it's probably maybe the size of this room. Maybe it's the size of this room, and there's aisleways this small between couches and lamps and artwork and
Soiled mattresses.
mattresses and everything you can imagine that could go into a house or a barn or a warehouse or whatever, and they all keep it in this one soundstage. Some of you have actually been and seen this stage, and it's pretty massive. So, but yeah, they all have. Everybody has jobs to do, and they get it done, and it's pretty amazing what the production team can get done in a week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, Giuseppe from Italy. Maybe this time I am to read my question because here in front of Dean and Cass makes me a little nervous. So I have to write. I have to read the question. Thank you. So this is quite a joke, of course. Well, Daniela, the boss, is such a smart girl, no? So.
They're talking about you.
No, this is not a joke.
No, this is not a joke. That's serious.
That's serious, yes.
We agree.
So kind of joke. Well, she told me in private that if there will be a new con next year, she will ask me some advice to choose an actress at least for a GIB convention. Finally,
There's going to be a woman here? No, oh, dear me.
So, can you give me some help to choose the hottest one?
This is a bit of a trick question.
Yeah, we could easily get into a lot of
really get hung up on this one.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Except your wife, of course. And Becky.
Genevieve.
Jared's wife. Can we exclude Genevieve because
Yes,
she's
yes.
the obvious choice?
Of course.
She looks amazing naked.
Don't lie, please.
You're welcome, Jared. Okay.
The truth.
Because there might be some biased opinions. Let's exclude Genevieve.
Okay.
Yes. And Becky.
And who?
And Becky.
And Becky.
No, Becky.
And we're excluding Becky?
Yes.
Are there any more we should exclude?
I mean, what's left?
What is left? No, Misha's right here. Tracy.
Okay, who else? Here we go.
Yeah, Tracy, some of the ladies.
Right here.
Kim Rhodes. Sheriff Mills.
Kathy Cassidy.
What?
The blonde movie.
Oh, Katie Cassidy.
Yes. Joe.
Joe.
Alona. Katie somebody more recent.
The little leaf.
Is this weird? Is Lilith? Is that weird? Does that mean the child Lilith? Is that
No,
weird?
no, no.
It is a little weird. All right, well, we're not going to do that one.
Not so yet.
What about Felicia Day?
Yeah.
Okay. There's more. You know what? I will say that it was mentioned. Kim Rhodes is awesome, by the way. I don't know if you guys, has anybody got a chance to meet her? No. She's good stuff, and plays a good character. She's hot. And she's hot. Yeah, she's a solid pick. There you go, Danielle.
Yeah, we vote for
Yeah, we vote for Kim Rhodes.
Kim Rhodes.
How about that?
We really pissed off a lot of
We just pissed off everyone here.
I'm so happy that we have decided everything already. Yeah?
Yes. She's like, I'm not doing this next year. Are you crazy?
Can we show a show of hands of people who want Daniela to do this again next year?
Really? You guys don't want Daniela to do this next year? I don't see every hand up right now.
Why is not everyone raising your hands?
Who wants to have this done next year? The same thing. Who wants to be in Rome next year?
That's pretty good.
It's all right. That's a resounding. That's
That's at 80%.
that's an 80% right
There's
there.
20% of the people.
There's 20% of people who
are
are
like so tired and bored.
They're like, I'm never doing this again. This has been a complete waste of time, and I don't even know who you guys are. I thought this was Vampire Diaries. I mean, I understand that you guys won the People's Choice Award, but really, Vampire Diaries should have won. And yeah, so for those people, I think there's an exit there. The window will work. Kidding. There you go. Thank you very much.
Okay, just
Yo, we have another question.
No, just one little thing for you, James.
Yes.
A little surprise. So, come on, girls. 3, 2, 1, via!
I think you've stumped us all. This is not me. Not a clue. I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of sounds.
Yeah, that's
How is there proof that it's me? That's it? You're just going on, oh, I think that sounds like him. Right, because I've been recorded so much. I gotta be honest, I don't know. I don't have any recollection of that. If you showed me video of it, maybe. I'm serious. I'm not, if it was me, I'd be like, hey, you got me.
Was that not you?
I don't know. I don't remember ever doing that. And they're saying that it was like 15 years ago. And I'm like, how am I supposed to remember that?
Where?
I don't know.
This seems like there's some holes in this story.
There's a lot of holes in the story.
They're like, we know it's you. Why? Because it sounds like you. We just have a feeling. We get a tingly feeling when we hear it, so we know it's you.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. And thanks for that.
Forgive me, Jensen.
Yeah, you're marked.
Wait, didn't you do Harry and Sally? Harry and Sally? Yeah.
You. Well, he's got a Leviathan in his pants. Which I don't know what that means. All right, I'm gonna move on. Hi.
I'm calling number 2. I guess in another reality that makes you calling number 3.
Maybe.
My question.
Allow me to explain to my friend here. I mentioned that before I was born, they didn't know whether I was a boy or a girl, and that they had the girl name picked out, but not the boy name, and the girl name was Holly. Fascinating.
When did they figure out that you were a boy? How many years did they call you Holly always?
I was Holly for a good 6 or 7 years. And then, hi.
My question is to both of you. Do you think, either of you, that Dean has forgiven Castiel yet for breaking Sam's wall, open purgatory, all of that?
No.
Do you think he ever will?
I don't know. Not this year. Maybe next year we'll have to see, but yeah, I can tell you no.
I think he hasn't.
Wishful thinking.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Mine is more of a request. Both of you in the...
You have a moment of feeling anxious when you hear that, right? My initial reaction, I go,
You should be. Both of you talked about the beautiful, special moment between Dean and Castiel, in which Dean had his trench coat and he kept it. And Jensen was saying how it was difficult for Misha to say out loud, to act line.
it's always difficult for me to act.
Sorry. I was wondering if you kind of could reenact that scene, and if you need help for props as a trench coat, I play a beautiful trench coat.
For censorship purposes, I believe that Misha said something along the lines of, "This is the most unmanly scene the show has ever filmed." Oh, he said gay. Just trying to be a little PC. What? No, I'm just, it's like, well, in this case, it did. And it was, what was the line that we
had to edit something.
We couldn't get past. There was a certain line that we couldn't say. It was so out of character and horrible.
No, I mean, there was something, no, I think that they ended up cutting that out, but you said something like, I guess I always thought that you were going to come back or something like that.
Yeah,
But there was stuff that was written in that scene that was really tough to say.
When you say it out loud, it's like, wow. I would never say that to another human being, especially a man.
Yeah, I mean, the line as it was written, I don't know it exactly verbatim, but the sort of paragraph that you had to say was something,
Yeah,
it was something like, I've been cuddling up with this every night, so that I could smell you. I mean, it was really.
Essentially, like the dialogue would have gone perfectly along with me doing this. And Bob Singer, who was directing the episode, was like, we had him in tears when we simply just said, Bob, allow us to read this scene aloud to you. And you tell us what you think. And we simply just read the lines, and he just folded and started laughing hysterically. And then we proceeded to spend like the next hour and a half trying to figure out.
That was tough to make that scene.
And we really, the three of us were trying to put our minds together on set. How can we change this around to make it more believable between these two characters? And I don't even remember what it ended up being.
Who wrote it?
Who?
Who was the writer?
And
No.
Sarah.
I think it was Sarah. I think it was. I don't know what Sarah was. Which would make
Sarah,
sense.
that's right.
Because, you know, she's a girl. And I mean, she writes amazing. She's an amazing storyteller, but sometimes the language that she writes for the guys, I mean, there's some effeminate lines. And I don't think it's any fault of her. I think it's just, you know, it's the way she writes. And when two men are standing opposite each other saying, I guess I just really hoped you would come back someday. There's no real way to make that, like, you know what I mean, brother? Yeah. Well, you're back, so good to see you. And I think I almost did it like that. It was like, I guess a part of me just maybe thought you might come back. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
You're just stupid cub.
That I kept folded and carried with me.
Yeah, and Bob's like, could you present it so we could see the collar and make sure that we know that it's not like, yeah, because I would have it here anyway. Anyway, that was one of those brilliant moments of Supernatural that, you know, we get to laugh about.
Thank you very much.
So, thank you very much.
Speak English very well.
Were you the one that told Jared he was amazing earlier?
Yes,
Did you tell Jared he was amazing at the autograph line?
yeah, she's like, no, I would never say that.
Okay, because somebody came up to Jared at the autograph line and said,
You want to recreate it?
Yeah. And I kid you not, this is what we heard. I'll be Jared.
I just want to thank you so much for being so amazing.
You're welcome.
He told me that while we were
True story. He's like, guys, I gotta confess something. He did. He came into the green room. He's like, guys, I gotta confess. I don't know. It just came out. I was so delirious. I just said I was amazing, and I looked up and I said, "You're welcome."
He told me when we were doing our duo photos earlier, he told me that, and we had to take a 10-minute laughing break. Where tears were on both of our faces.
But I mean, what you know?
Hey,
What do you say? Somebody comes up, "You're amazing." You're welcome. And you're amazing for knowing that. I'm sure you have a question somewhere. Sorry.
Could you please say something like, "Good morning, Elena," or what you want in my phone for my alarm clock in the morning?
You want us to report something?
I don't understand.
Okay, but I assume that I know what I'm doing right now. Do you understand what's happening?
I think I understand what's happening. I think I understand what she wants. I'm not sure I know what she's going to get.
so you want something sort of like to wake up to start your day off in the right way.
That's gonna be her alarm one time. And then she's gonna wake up going, well, that was a bad idea. I'll go back to, hi, it's time to get up now.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Were you even saying anything, or were you just screaming? That's nice. Hi.
Jensen, you're very handsome and very talented. My question for Misha, because he is after all. I have a copy of an early resume that lists your travels as a engineer in Vermont and your skills as Tibetan throat singing and Appalachian clogging.
Did you say Appalachian?
Appalachian clogging.
Clogging.
15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago, Misha was an unemployed actor, and when you're an unemployed actor in Los Angeles, you make shit up.
I'm sorry, dickhead, but I did do a regional commercial for McDonald's that's listed here.
What are your list your special skills?
Okay. It actually says, and I'm quoting here, acting on camera.
If you're looking to hire me as an actor, I do have special skills in acting on camera. What's it say? I'm gonna skip over the experience and get to special skills. Accents. I think we can vouch that he has a knack for certain accents. Tibetan throat singing. What? Why would anyone use Tibetan throat singing? EMT certification? Wow, you're good. Appalachian clogging? That's a lie. Kayaking? Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody that can row comes in handy is qualified. Horseback riding. Very difficult to demonstrate at the moment. I see under special skills he has motorcycle license. Bicycle touring. I'm pretty sure that's just called bicycling. So I essentially pretend that I can ride a bicycle. You can ride a bike. But I'm trying to make it sound, no, I don't just ride a bike. I bicycle tour. Ice skating. I'm sure you can, Brian. What for those of you who don't know, Misha is quite handy with some carpenter equipment, so I never sat in a chair that he built, nor would I. But I know that I can't build one, so all right, that was entertaining.
Acting on camera.
If you're looking for someone to act on camera, it's listed under my special skills. And I'm sorry, sir, you're an actor, right? That I am. It's listed right there. Yeah. Sir, can you ride a bike? Nope. But if you look a little further, you can see that I can bicycle tour. See, this happens on set sometimes. And then we have to take a 5 to 10 minute break because they have to reapply our makeup and give us Visine.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for bringing that. Where the hell is someone? Where do you find that? I mean,
You can buy it on eBay, right?
someone would have to have preserved that.
I'm pretty sure Jared put it on eBay last year.
I take it from that you didn't teach any Appalachian clogging between breaks.
No, I have not.
I think we've established that there was some bullshit there.
Yeah, the Appalachian clogging, my wife wanted to, now my wife at the time, my high school girlfriend, wanted to get out of PE. We had to do physical education in high school. And you could do like cross-country skiing or running, or you could invent your own PE. And so she invented her own, which was clogging, which she knew how to clog. And so, and in order to get credit for it, she had to put on a performance, a clogging performance. And so there's a local elementary school. They set up a date. Her and her friend were getting this credit, so they worked on it all semester. And then the week before the end of the semester, when she had to do this performance, her friend dropped out of high school. And it was a pair, two girls doing this routine. And she was like, Misha, can you fill in? And I had never clogged. I had no idea how to do it. And I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. So we tried to do it a few times. I was absolutely terrible. And then we go to the school where they've canceled all of the classes for an hour and brought all of the children at the school into the auditorium for this grand performance of Appalachian clogging, which I couldn't get through the first 10 steps of. And the teachers were so pissed off at us. Like, we had just ruined the whole day. And I was actually more embarrassed then than I was just now. I was really embarrassed just now. So anyway, thanks for bringing up all those great memories. And it was good talking.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, but I don't speak English very well. This is not a question. I just wanted to thank you for the message you give to the people that watch you, because you're damn valued, forgotten today, such as courage, loyalty, friendship, family, but most of the sacrifices you had to do for the family.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was nice. It was really well spoken. Much better than his resume. Hi.
Hi. I'd like to know if you know any Spanish directors apart from Almodovar. If you know Almodovar.
Spanish directors? Pedro?
You don't know. Okay, so if you know Pedro, you would like to work with him? Doing the kind of things he usually does?
Yes.
No, I think you've stumped us.
Yes. Who else do we want to work with? You tell us.
Who else?
Yes.
You know Alex de la Iglesia? You don't know Alex de la Iglesia?
Force.
You know Amenaba?
I think she's talking to you. I'm gonna get some water.
No, this has not been satisfying for any of us. We have to carry on. What else can you ask us? Ask us another question that doesn't make us look stupid.
Okay, now you make me look stupid.
No, you're the smart one. But smart enough to answer that question.
You're asking us if there are Spanish directors that we know and would like to work with?
Can we call a friend?
Yes. Can we poll the audience?
Good deflection.
The answer is no, and we wish that we knew more, but you know, they keep us locked up under lock and key in Vancouver.
They don't let us watch.
We don't know anything.
They've taken our televisions away from us.
I think Almodovar really would like to.
Yeah. Can you suggest a Spanish film that we should watch?
The new one, I don't know the name in English, La piel que habito. Antonio Banderas, you know Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas is the star.
Okay. We can look that up.
You like horror movies?
No, those are dumb. Who would watch horror movies?
Doesn't matter. Look on IMDb.
We will look on IMDb. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Hi.
If I tell you personal space between you, there is some special factor.
Wow. So, something about personal space and special facts that we can tell you about our personal space?
Still not getting it.
Nope.
Try one more time.
If there is a funny fact or something between you, Misha.
If there's a funny story or funny fact about the two of us,
Yeah, involving personal space because
involving personal space. Well, yeah, there's definitely a lot. There's a lot of instances where Misha and I have to work closely together, and it's it can be uncomfortable in situations. It's odd though that we really show it because we're actors and we're professionals in the sense that we understand each other's personal space and the limitations that it is in. It's involved in that, and the fact that we can continue having a professional relationship when being so close to one another is, I think, is a testament to the friendship that we share off the screen, as well as on the screen. It really it makes for the work environment. It makes it really comfortable to be so comfortable, not only with myself. I hope we answered your question. Thank you. Hi. Go ahead. I'll talk.
I want to ask you when Supernatural will be over, if you would like to change.
All right, let her finish.
I want to know if you want to change the channel where you work, like the CBW, and go in another one. For example.
Like Nickelodeon? family? It's disgusting.
Well, for example, my friend and I were thinking about Jensen playing a gladiator in Spartacus on Star. But you could be the Emperor of Rome.
Well, you're not a casting director or anything like that. I'm not sure how that affects us in any real way.
Not really at all.
But I like the idea. I would work on another television. My loyalty is not solely to the CW, if that's what you're asking.
I don't think any actor has loyalty to any. It's a lot different than it was in the old days, where actors used to have studio contracts. So Warner Brothers would sign a contract with a certain actor, and then they would only do Warner Brother movies, or Universal or Paramount. And it's not like that anymore. It's really kind of a free agency. You just go where the work is. So the likelihood of us working on a different network or for a different show is, it's definitely likely. Whether that'll happen in the next several years, I don't know, because who knows where the show's going to end. But, hey, maybe we'll outlast Spartacus.
Supernatural might continue on past when television exists.
Yeah, this is true.
It may wind up eventually just being a puppet show. Performed live in subways.
Which is funny because, in a way, it is a puppet show.
Okay, I guess it's over?
Wait, what?
You have to give this to your favorite person?
Oh, Zippy! Yeah, this is Zippy.
Zippy Scrotiscus, I believe.
That's right, Zippy Scrotiscus. Okay, so, this is... I don't... Really?
What a surprise.
Couldn't have guessed that one. How did you choose who to give to? I grew up with pugs. Okay, so we're supposed to hand this out to somebody. Looks like nobody wants it. I guess nobody wants it, so.
The resume? The resume
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I had tears in my eyes, so.
All right, Miss Resume, where are you?
Monica.
Here you go. You're the new recipient of Zippy. Enjoy. And that just goes to show that the more dirt you dig up on Misha, the more rewarded you are. We hope to see you guys next year when you have so much more dirt on my friend Misha. I guess that's gonna wrap it up, isn't it?
Thank you! Thank you!
Just let me okay, on stage. We're gonna step off, but then we'll be right back.
Stay there, stay there.
Nobody move.
They'll be right back. 1 minute for the closing ceremony.